How's it going? Now, the other day I was in my local airsoft shop, which is Combat Action Games in Norwich, and they handed me this and asked me if I'd give it a try out. It's the Plan Beta ICU, which stands for Integrated Camcorder Unit, and it's described as the first ever camera dedicated to airsoft. Okay, so a few stats about the I.C.U. It weighs 27 grams, so it's quite lightweight and it's not going to affect the balance of your gun at all. It takes all micro SD cards up to 32 gigabyte. Unfortunately, the resolution is only 1280 by 960, which is not even widescreen. It's 4:3, so a bit of a disappointment there, really. The casing is apparently impact proof, so it's going to keep it safe if it gets hit by a BB. And it offers 1 hour of video recording plus sound on a full charge of the internal battery. So you're going to have to find a USB source to plug it into after an hour to get some more charge into it. Maybe you can plug it into like a power bank or something and keep it charged all day off that. So to get the camera going, you need to hold that button down, and then the green light comes on to say that the camera is on, and then to start recording you press the button again once, and then the green light flashes, which means it's then recording. Press it again to stop recording and hold it down again to turn the camera off. In the back is where the SD card goes, up to 32 gigabyte. And that is where you can plug the USB cable into. Okay, so I'm going to do a few shots with it attached to my pistol. The first problem I've come across is it won't tighten up fully on my TM high capper. It's loose. It just moves backwards and forwards, and it's as tight as I can get it. Anyway, I'll try and crack on the test and see what happens. You can see here from the footage from the camera that the video is in 4:3 and not the usual 16:9 widescreen, and you can also see that the quality is pretty poor, and also it's being affected by the recoil on the pistol. You're getting that sort of judder up and down, which the camera doesn't seem to be able to cope with very well. Also, the sound quality is pretty poor. I'm using a gas blowback pistol here, but it does seem to sound like an AEG for some reason. It does also take pictures. You can switch it over into the photo mode, and you press the button once to take a photo, but it does look to me like they're just stills from the video, really. Here it is on my rifle, and as you can see, it's still loose. It's tightened up fully, but it is still a bit wobbly. I was going to put the elastic switch retention band over the grip, but as you can see, it's a bit too sloppy for that, so I'm going to have to put it over the rail instead. And it's a lot better fit there, really, and it's actually a better place for having the switch for switching on and off the camera with your thumb. Me personally, I'd have it on top of my gun near the sight, but the problem you're going to find is the footage is going to be upside down, but with a little bit of magic with the editing you can just do this. The other problem I found is the lens doesn't sit straight. You can see there the rail on my gun is a bit on the squiff, so more editing to make it look like this. And now it's on the AEG without the recoil from the gas blowback. You can just about make out the BB travelling through the air. But if you'd like to buy one of these I.C.U. cameras, then they are £55 from Combat Action Games shop in Norwich. I've put the link in the description, so yeah, click on that and give their Facebook page a like as well, and that's the best way to contact them. They have lots of other stuff in stock as well, so yeah, give them a look. Okay, so in conclusion, I'm pretty disappointed with the I.C.U. camera. However, I am impressed by the idea. I really do like the idea of having a dedicated camera for airsoft which will fit on a 20mm rail. My suggestions to the manufacturer, if you ever release a Gen 2 model, would be to improve the resolution. I mean, we as airsofters need 1080p minimum, really. In this day and age, 1080p is a minimum resolution that you should have on a camera. Also, that rail attachment system needs to be made better. As you saw, I tried it on two guns, a pistol and an AEG, and it didn't fit properly on either. It was loose on both of them. So maybe something to make that better, make it fit tighter. maybe even like a quick release system on it as well. That would be great. I'd also like to see added on this maybe an interchangeable lens system like the Mobius has. With the Mobius, it's easy to change the lens for other M12 threaded lenses, which gives you the option to use lots of different CCTV lenses, which is great for scope cams and aim cams, etc. Something like that on this would be fantastic. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video or if it helped you out at all, then please hit that like button. It does really help. And if you haven't already, then please subscribe.